Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some of the most intense moments in Grey's Anatomy.
Do you want me to shoot you? Stop!
We all know the show is packed with drama, but there are those times when characters came so close to death that we were left holding our breath. In this video, we're counting down the 9 times Grey's Anatomy characters cheated death and made us believe in miracles. Buckle up, because it's going to be a wild ride through some of the show's most heart-pounding moments. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more Grey's Anatomy content. Let's dive in. Starting off at number 9, we have Burke Is Shot. Burke was a standout character in the early seasons of Grey's Anatomy. His relationship with Christina was rocky, but when he was shot in this episode, it strengthened their connection. Losing Burke in Season 2 would have been devastating, and his injury in this episode was particularly tense because patient Denny's life hung in the balance. By this point, Denny and Izzie seemed like soulmates, and she was willing to do anything to save him.
I'm stopping his heart, George.
Although Burke survived his ordeal, Denny tragically did not. At number 8, we have April Almost Drowns. In this episode, April and Matthew were driving together when she warned him about a curve, but they ended up in a car accident. April fell into a ravine by the road and ended up partially submerged in a cold river. The first responders didn't know she was there and took Matthew to the hospital. Matthew uttered April's name, and since they couldn't reach her, the doctors started to worry about April.
April's here? She's okay?
Wait, what?
What do you mean she's okay?
She warned me about a curve. Nice.
Matthew, what happened? What about April?
Matthew?
Owen had the paramedics take him to the scene of the accident and found her several hours after the accident. She was ice cold and had no vitals. It causes quite a stir at the hospital, but eventually April's pulse is found, and she is revived. And at number 7, we have Alex Is Shot. In this emotional episode, Alex is among several victims caught in a violent attack on the hospital. Widely regarded as one of the most tragic episodes in the series, it shows the terrifying events of a shooter taking control of the hospital. Although Alex isn't directly targeted by the shooter, he still becomes a casualty in the chaos. At this moment, Alex got shot in the lower chest by Gary Clark upon discovering him standing over Reed's body. After Gary had walked off, Alex dragged himself onto an elevator and got discovered by Mark and Lexi. They took him to an empty conference room and put in a chest tube.
A little blood. Damn it. He needs a transfusion. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Soon after, they were evacuated by a SWAT member and transported to Seattle Pres, where Teddy operated on him. While Alex ultimately survives, this episode is marked by the heartbreaking loss of many other lives. And at number 6, we have Meredith nearly dies of COVID. As COVID first hit the United States, Seattle was amongst the country's cities to be hit the hardest, forcing Gray Sloan Memorial Hospital to quickly adapt to the new reality, and Meredith contacted the virus. After she contracted the virus, she slipped into a coma, which triggered some surreal delusions. In her mind, she found herself on a beach where she encountered familiar faces from her past.
I have to go.
The most memorable reunion was with her late husband, Derek. His unexpected appearance provided her with the emotional closure she needed, and his presence gave her the strength to wake up. In the end, she survives and lives to fight another day at Gray Sloan Memorial. Coming off at number 5, we have Callie's car crash. In the musical episode of the series Song Beneath the Song, a pregnant Callie fights for her life after a car crash. She watches as the doctors do everything they can to revive her. Just before the crash, her girlfriend Arizona proposes to her and spends the episode at Callie's bedside along with Mark Sloan, the father of Callie's baby. The baby is delivered prematurely, but in the end, both Callie and her child live. Additionally, she and Arizona's relationship continues when she accepts her proposal.
I'll marry you.
And at number 4, we have Izzie Signs A DNR. Izzie has difficulty finding her place at the hospital after Denny's death in Season 2. Later, she starts up a relationship with Alex, but begins having hallucinations and discovers she has a brain tumor. Following the news of her cancer and Meredith and Derek's wedding, she began to plan the wedding.
It's wedding day, and I'm going to the wedding. I'm a bridesmaid. I'm going. Right, Bailey?
I said you could go.
Wedding day! Up top, Alex.
However, after discovering another tumor in her brain due to the appearance of Denny,
My hair's starting to fall out.
You still look good.
I know what this means. You being here.
Meredith and Derek gave away their wedding to Izzie and Alex, and they got married. She then did the risky surgery, and the tumor was successfully removed. After surgery, Izzie went limp, and her pressure started dropping. Alex called for Christina, who arrived shortly before Richard and Bailey arrived, and he demanded that they resuscitate her. But Christina told the others that Izzie signed a DNR.
She signed a DNR.
Shut up, yeah.
She knew this might happen. That's why she signed it.
Initially, the other doctors wanted to abide by the DNR, but Richard soon gave in, stating, "Screw the DNR."
Oh, screw the DNR. Hand me those paddles.
Yanni, take over compressions to her back.
and started to resuscitate her, and she survived.
Dude.
At number 3, we have Meredith grabs the bomb. When a patient is admitted to the hospital and it's discovered that there is a bomb in his chest, Meredith reaches in and grabs it when the paramedic Hannah panicked and removed her hand from the patient's chest cavity.
Really? He's big.
The bomb squad is called in and talks Meredith through safely removing the bomb. While she successfully removes the bomb and lives, it does end up exploding and killing a member of the bomb squad. She is hit by a small part of the explosion but is relatively unharmed. At number 2, we have Meredith Drowns. In this episode, the doctors are called to a triage near the ocean. This is when Meredith falls into the water and cannot stop herself from being dragged under. When she is found by Derek, he does everything to save her. Once she is transported back to the hospital, everyone joins in on the attempt. During this time, she has an out-of-body experience where she encounters deceased characters like Denny and her mother, Ellis Gray. Luckily, she survived and was brought back to life. Finally, at number 1, we have Derek's operation. A patient named Gary Clark goes on a shooting spree at the hospital after his beloved wife dies under Derek's care.
You hurt me when you decided to kill my wife.
Out for revenge, Gary shoots Derek, and his life hangs in the balance. Christina begins operating on him, but the shooter finds them and forces her to let Derek die at gunpoint.
And you step away from the table.
It seems as though he is dead, and Meredith is devastated. However, Christina tricked the shooter into thinking Derek had flatlined by removing the wires that were tracking his pulse. Once the shooter is gone, Christina finishes the procedure and saves his life.
B-fib.
Thanks for taking this journey through the intense and heart-stopping moments when our favorite Grey's Anatomy characters came face-to-face with death and somehow managed to survive. These close calls not only kept us on the edge of our seats, but also shaped the characters in ways that left lasting impacts on their lives, and ours as viewers. If you enjoyed revisiting these unforgettable moments, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more Grey's Anatomy content. There are plenty more twists, turns, and emotional roller coasters to explore together. See you in the next video.